Well, today is day 12 of our 12 days of Christmas baking here on Good Morning Quad Cities. So today we're actually leaving the oven off. So we're not actually going to be baking. We're going to be making some butterscotch taffy. It's not caramel, it looks a lot like it, but it's super simple to make. So let's pull up the ingredients here. So you're going to start with your butter. You got 1 package of marshmallows. What I thought was interesting with this recipe is it said count out 48 marshmallows. I don't have time for that. We just threw a whole package in and hoped for the best, and it worked. Then you got a tablespoon of water, ½ teaspoon of salt, and then 2 cups or 1 package of the butterscotch chips. So what I did first was on low heat, I have a stick of butter, ½ cup of butter, melted, and then I added the marshmallows into this. So that is all going to get, you continue to just kind of stir until all the marshmallows are smooth and melted completely. And then what you're going to do is you will add in the butterscotch chips once this is fully complete. And what you'll also have going on here is an 8x8 baking dish. So, and you're going to take that, you're going to butter the sides of it so that everything is greased well. And I think that that is pretty good. I'm going to add in the chocolate chips, and you're going to be melting those chocolate chips, okay? So you want to continue to stir because you don't want the chocolate to seize, which would mean that it just basically stays as a clump and it's not going to be good. So you just got to keep stirring to divide that heat and make it all beautiful. Okay. All right. And something you could have maybe one of your children do, or a loved one, or an enemy. You can have them cut the wax paper. I did about 3 inches by 4 inches because you're going to need, the recipe says that yield 5 dozen, and I would say that we got about that out of this particular recipe. So I'm actually going to grab a towel because this pan is getting pretty hot. So you're going to go ahead, just keep mixing that until that's all good. Doesn't take very long at all. I would say I started melting the butter when Andrew started his forecast, and then I added the marshmallows shortly thereafter. So I would just keep stirring until you see the butter is really well mixed in and there's really no, separation of ingredients there. So now that that is done, you're just going to take your pan, you have your greased 8x8 dish, and you just pour that in to here. So getting as much as you can because you don't want to waste any of that deliciousness. Now this is, of course, hot, and the chocolate chips will form back up again. So my recommendation is immediately putting it in the sink and running some water in there just so you don't end up with, it'll be easier to clean. You'll thank me later. So then you're going to pop that in your fridge. I would leave it for, honestly, about an hour. Then when you're done, you'll take it out of the fridge, and then you can start slicing them into some strips. And you can take that and you can decide how big of a piece you want. So we're just going to cut a bunch of pieces here. You take your piece of taffy and you just roll it up. And you just keep doing that process until you have all 5 dozen done, or as many as you were able to get out of this recipe yourself. And then you're ready to serve. You can take it with you. Super simple.